Good morning, all of you. Proceeding to the fourth part of the second chapter in chemistry is matter around us pure. Now it's recall time. So let us recall what we have learned till now in this chapter. We were dealing with the classification of matter. We broadly classified matter into two categories based on purity: pure substances and mixtures. Further, we have classified pure substances based on composition into two main categories: elements and compounds. And in previous class, we have further classified elements based on various criteria, based on physical state, based on number of atoms present, and based on properties. So based on physical state, we got solid elements, liquid elements, gaseous elements. And based on number of atoms present, we have classified elements into monoatomic elements, diatomic elements, and polyatomic elements. We have also classified elements based on properties into metals, non-metals, and metalloids. And we have came across the properties and examples of all these categories. Till now, we have totally classified pure substances. Now it's time to classify mixtures further. Now, in this class, we are going to classify mixtures. Now, let us quickly go through this classification chart. Matter. Based on purity, we classified into two categories: pure substances and impure substances. Impure substances, which are also known as mixtures. Pure substances is again classified into two categories based on composition: elements and compounds. Previous class, we again classified elements based on physical state. Under physical state, we got solid element, liquid element, gaseous element. Again, we have classified elements based on number of atoms present: monoatomic element, diatomic element, and polyatomic element. Again, we have classified elements based on properties also: metals, non-metals, and metalloids. So this is the total classification of pure substances. Now, in this class, we are going to classify impure substances, mixtures, based on nature of component. So based on nature of components, we can classify mixtures as homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. Now, before going in detail of homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures, let us quickly go through the properties of mixtures that we have already learned. Mixtures, commonly called as impure substances. As we all know, mixtures are made up of two or more than two kinds of particles. For example, salt solution is a mixture. Salt solution in water. Since it is made up of salt and water, so two kind of substances or particles are there. So it is a mixture. You can also consider tea. When you make tea, you add tea leaves, you add sugar, you add water. So more than two components are present, more than two kinds of particles are present. So we call tea as a mixture. So mixture is made up of two or more than two kinds of particles. Now next, mixture may have variable composition. It may have uniform composition or non-uniform composition. For example, Salt in water. It is having uniform composition. Salt is getting uniformly distributed in water. But if you take the example of sand in water, then it is a non-uniform mixture because it is having non-uniform composition throughout. Sand is not uniformly distributed in water. Now next, in forming mixture, no new compound is formed because constituents are not combining chemically. Since we know by chemical reaction only we get a new compound. But here constituents in a mixture are not combining chemically. It is combining physically. So no new compound is formed during the formation of mixtures. Therefore, formation of mixture is not a chemical change. It is a physical change. Since it is a physical change, constituents can be separated by physical methods. And since in a mixture components are not combining chemically, so the component of mixtures will not lose their properties. Means whatever components is there in a mixture will retain their own properties. So these all are the few properties of mixtures. Those we have already learned in our previous classes. Now we will be classifying mixtures, but before that we will go through an activity.
Depending on the nature of the components that form a mixture, we can have different types of mixtures. Homogeneous mixtures have a uniform composition throughout. Let's understand this type with an activity. Take a beaker containing 50 ml of water and add 1 spatula full of copper sulfate powder. Add 2 spatula full of copper sulfate in another beaker containing 50 ml of water. We observe that both the beakers have a uniform composition throughout. Hence, such mixtures are called homogeneous mixtures or solutions. Heterogeneous mixtures contain physically distinct parts and have non-uniform compositions. Let's understand this with an activity. Take 50 ml of water and add some iron filings. We observe that the water and the iron filing remain distinct even after stirring. Hence, this mixture is a heterogeneous mixture.
Now, from the first part of the activity, we got what homogeneous mixtures mean. We have prepared copper sulfate solution. There we have added copper sulfate to water, and on stirring we noticed that copper sulfate gets uniformly mixed with water and form a uniform composition throughout. Hence, homogeneous mixture is the mixture which has uniform composition throughout. Just like how copper sulfate gets uniformly distributed in water to give a uniform blue color to the solution. Other examples of homogeneous mixtures are salt in water, sugar in water, alcohol in water, air, soda water, etc. Salt in water is the solid in liquid homogeneous mixture. Sugar in water is also a solid in liquid homogeneous mixture. Alcohol in water is liquid in liquid homogeneous mixture, air, gas in gas homogeneous mixture, soda water, gas in liquid homogeneous mixture. In all this mixture, we will get uniform composition throughout. Next, alloys are also the examples of homogeneous mixtures. What are alloys then? Alloys are the combination of metals or metals with other elements such as brass, bronze. These all are alloys. So these alloys are the examples of homogeneous mixture only. Next, all true solutions are the examples of homogeneous mixtures. For example, salt water. Salt solution in water is a true solution. We are going to study about solutions in detail in our upcoming classes. So I am not going in detail now. So this is about homogeneous mixtures. Now let us study about properties of homogeneous mixtures. Properties of homogeneous mixtures. The first and foremost property, it has uniform composition throughout. Next property, boundaries of particles cannot be differentiated. What that means? It means we cannot distinguish particles that are present in a homogeneous mixtures. For example, if you take salt solution, we cannot distinguish between salt and water. There is no boundary of separation between salt and water. Salt is uniformly mixed with water. So in homogeneous mixtures, there is no boundary between the particles. Third property, homogeneous mixtures doesn't show Tyndall effect. What is Tyndall effect? It is the phenomena of scattering of light by the particles to make the path of light visible. So here homogeneous mixtures doesn't show the Tyndall effect. Take for example salt solution. Now if you pass a beam of light through that salt solution, the particles present in that salt solution is not going to scatter the light, and hence the path of light is not visible. Hence, homogeneous mixture doesn't show Tyndall effect. Now, let us quickly go through this classification chart. Matter. Based on purity, we classified into two categories, pure substances and impure substances. Impure substances, which are also known as mixtures. Pure substances is again classified into two categories based on composition, elements and compounds. Previous class, we again classified elements based on physical state. Under physical state, we got solid element, liquid element, gaseous element. Again, we have classified elements based on number of atoms present, monoatomic element, diatomic element, and polyatomic element. Properties of heterogeneous mixture. First of all, it is not having uniform composition. So, first property is it has non-uniform composition throughout. Second property, boundaries of constituent particles can be identified easily. It means we can easily distinguish between the constituent particles that are present in the heterogeneous mixtures. Take for example oil in water. There is a fixed and distinct boundary between oil and water. We can easily distinguish the oil from water. in the heterogeneous mixture of oil in water. So there is boundaries between the constituent particles and it can be easily identified. Third property of heterogeneous mixtures, it show Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect, it means scattering of light by the particles present in a mixture to make the path of light visible. Here, heterogeneous mixtures show Tyndall effect. The path of light is visible when we pass a beam of light through the heterogeneous mixture. So these all are the properties of heterogeneous mixtures which can be used to distinguish between homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Before concluding, let us revise or let us summarize what we have learned in this class. We have classified mixtures into two categories based on nature of component. First category, homogeneous mixtures. Second category, heterogeneous mixtures. We have gone through the definition, examples plus properties of both homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. Now about class notes. There is topic and content. The content what you have to write under each topic. First of all, you have made that classification chart. You have just to extend that chart. You have to further classify mixtures into homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures based on nature of component. Next, you have to give the topic homogeneous mixtures. Under that topic, you have to give definition, examples plus properties. Same for heterogeneous mixtures also. You have to give definitions, examples plus properties. Next class, we are going to study more about homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. So bye till then. See you in the next class.